I found my childhood walkie-talkie. Still broadcasting. When I was 10, my best friend Mason and I had matching walkie-talkies. Cheap plastic things with cracked antennas, but to us, they were military-grade equipment. Every afternoon, we'd disappear into the woods behind our neighborhood, pretending we were explorers. One day, Mason moved away. We promised we'd stay in touch using the walkie-talkies. Kids make promises they can't keep. 20 years later, my parents sold the house. While helping them clean out the attic, I found my old walkie-talkie in a dusty box. The batteries had leaked years ago. For nostalgia's sake, I cleaned it up and put fresh batteries in. It crackled to life. Static. Then a voice. "Hello?" I laughed. Some kid nearby must have been using the same frequency. I answered. "Hey, you got the wrong channel." Silence. Then, "I've been waiting." The voice sounded young, about 10 years old. My smile faded. "Who's this?" "It's Mason." I froze. There was no way. I hadn't heard his voice in 2 decades, but something about it hit me instantly. It wasn't just similar. It was exactly how he sounded when we were kids. "This isn't funny." "I know, that's what you always say." My stomach tightened. Nobody else knew that. Every time Mason pulled a prank, I'd answer with those exact words. I never told anyone. I shut the walkie-talkie off. The next morning it was on again. "You left." I hadn't touched it. I removed the batteries. That night the speaker crackled anyway. "Please answer." Now I was terrified. I searched for Mason online. Nothing. No social media. No LinkedIn. Eventually I found an old newspaper archive. "Local boy missing after entering forest. Search called off after 12 days. Date, August 14th. The year stopped me cold. It was the summer after Mason moved away. But that couldn't be right. I remembered helping him pack boxes. I remembered hugging him goodbye. Didn't I? I drove back to my old neighborhood. The woods were smaller than I remembered. The trail ended at an old drainage tunnel. Something about it felt familiar. My walkie-talkie buzzed in my backpack. "You're close." I should have left. Instead, I crawled inside. 20 feet in, I found a rusted metal lunchbox. Inside were baseball cards, a toy compass, and the other walkie-talkie, covered in dirt, still powered on. Then I noticed something scratched into the concrete wall. "Help me," hundreds of times, over and over. My flashlight swept deeper into the tunnel. There was another message. "Don't answer him." The speaker hissed. "Turn around." I did. Standing at the tunnel entrance was a little boy, mud-covered, wearing the same red jacket Mason owned. He smiled. I finally got someone else to answer. The voice from the walkie-talkie continued behind me. "Don't look at him." I realized something impossible. The voice in my hand wasn't coming from the boy. It was coming from somewhere deep beneath the tunnel. Then the smiling child whispered, "You're my way out." The tunnel lights, lights that shouldn't have existed, flickered on one by one, stretching far deeper underground than any drainage pipe ever could. The last thing I heard before my flashlight died was my own voice crackling through the walkie-talkie. "Whatever you do, don't answer."